everybody. How are you all doing? I hope you're all well. Let me say hi to everyone really quick. Hi, Lizzie and Carol. Hi, Ivy of House Spark. Let's see. I don't want to miss anybody. Hi, Lizzie. We have two Lizzies. Hi, Teaspoon. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you so much for congratulating me on my anniversary. Hi, Steve. And let's see, where's Sandra? There's Sandra. Sandra, my number 28 subscriber. Thanks for being here. And I know it's so late for you. But yeah, thank you for being here. Hi, Rosebud. Hi, baby grandma and Kate. I have a special show for all of you today. Hi, Flapper. What I'm gonna do, I have some special guests, and we are going to do a countdown, a top 10 countdown of my most popular shorts on YouTube over the last year. So I can't believe it. I'm at 1 year. My very first YouTube video actually posted on September 1st. So we still have some time to celebrate. But I started my X and my YouTube and all of them around this week. So let's say hi to our special guests. We have here Royal Daily Tea and Sue Smith. They're here to join us to go through our countdown. We are waiting on one more special guest or two more special guests. But hey, ladies, how are you doing? How's your Sunday?
Doing great. Happy to be here.
Yeah, I appreciate you all so much. Oh, your mug is so cute, Sue.
As if.
Oh, I love it. As if. It was funny because I was looking at the new photos of William and Catherine and the family that came out today. And I thought to myself, oh my goodness, Catherine, I love her hair. She's as beautiful as ever. And then I was like, oh my gosh.
As ever.
Now, if there's ever a time to say as ever, it has to do with Catherine and her beauty, honestly. So yeah. So everybody, the links to subscribe to both Sue and Michelle Royal Daily Tea are in the chat. Michelle is having a live stream right after mine at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So her link should be within the links that you all can go to and join. I also want to say, in lieu of super chats and super stickers, I'd love it if you could donate to the National Domestic Violence Hotline. The link is in the description of this video, and the mods, Lizzie and Carol, will post them. Lizzie and Carol, thank you so much for being mods. And Carol, happy birthday. I hope you have the most beautiful day today.
Happy birthday, Carol.
Happy birthday, Carol. I didn't realize it was your birthday. I'm sorry.
All right, everyone. So why don't we start with number 10? You know what the surprising thing to me is? That, well, you know what? I'm not even going to say number 1. It hit me out of left field. Okay. Like I was not expecting it. So let me put up number 10. And I don't want it to start. I'm going to play the music and hopefully I don't get in trouble. So this video I posted on July 8th and it had 1 million views as of the last time that I looked. So here we go. Wild, right? Meghan doesn't want, like, that little girl runs up to talk to Harry and Meghan redirects him.
Have you noticed that? And I'm not trying to promote my own, but yesterday I did one of my, every few months I do a compilation video. And I must have had 3 or 4 videos in there where he is doing something with a child and she touches him.
Yeah, I mean,
like she's jealous of the children. How could you be jealous of kids? It's weird.
She's definitely envious of children, and that is one of the big things that started me looking at her because of how she was with Princess Charlotte. Like, I can't imagine anyone being mean to a child. And
crazy.
exactly that. And that's what's happening here. This child runs up excited to talk to Harry, and Meghan redirects.
And I noticed that, like I said in my video yesterday, there are 2 or 3 clips where he's doing some, there's one where he's on his knees and he's going like this in front of the kids, and she touches him and he immediately stops. I'm like, she does, it's like she has to have all of his attention, even if it's a kid. She wants his attention. It's crazy.
Yeah. Agreed. All right. Are you all ready for the next one?
Yes.
Okay, let me pause it. Okay, I also want to say that everybody always says how perfect the music is and how much it matches the videos. I'm going to admit I'm cheating, okay, you guys, because I upload to TikTok first, and TikTok, I don't know how they do it, but they pick the music, and it 99% of the time is the perfect song. It matches perfectly. So this particular clip was in early 2019 that it took place. Meghan was controlling Harry left and right during this entire trip. This particular video I posted in June, and it had 1.2 million views. It's so shocking to me when the videos I don't think are going to be that popular end up popular. So let me turn on the music and let's watch this one.
See?
It's wild. Again, she did this a lot with the children, actually. I think this was in Brighton, if I'm not mistaken.
She's like jealous of the kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she stops Harry all the time. Yep, Rosebud, agree. Hi, Kipper. Yeah, absolutely agree. And thank you, Mean Eileen. Thank you. Okay, the next one, I mean, I thought would have been higher up on the list. And this one I feel went viral. For some reason, it didn't have that many views on YouTube, but on my other platforms, it went crazy. So let's, no, hold on. No. Oh, this one I guess doesn't have music. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
She's like, oh, wait, they're watching me.
Harry just got a gift. She can't stand it. How dare they give him a gift?
Mask slip.
Yeah, total I think this is the most epic mask slip. I think because she tries to cover herself. Yeah. Yep, she's caught. She's caught. The evil eye. I know. Scary to have her look at you. Honestly. The next one is one where it's okay.
Oh, this is the eye one.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wow.
That's the event where she did that funky eye thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one I posted in May of this year. She really has this epic stare down of people. Yeah, it's scary. It's scary. And when I look at that smile, it hurts my face. Right? Like if I smiled like that, I get tired.
To me, it's her Charles Manson eyes. The way she stares at people, it's so unnerving. If you ever watch The Mask Slip and she just does that robotic like turning of the head and she's like literally bearing down into your soul. She's got that Charles Manson stare down.
I was going to say she reminds me of Charles Manson.
She does.
Yeah, it's scary. It's an intense look, and it happens all the time.
It's the evil eye.
Steve says she does it all the time. Kids, adults, dogs, and ducks.
Can you imagine being Harry and you have to go home and face that when you get in trouble?
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. That's like, what was it? The car ride home from the LA fires how awful that must have been.
Oh my God, could you imagine after all the fake hugging?
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
telling-
She's good at being fake. She is. And we're good at recognizing it now, I feel. And a
I
lot of people say, go ahead, Sue.
agree with you. I'm agreeing. I think you're absolutely right. I think not just the people making the videos, but the home audience is able to tell the bull crap now. They're able to really, spot what's going on.
But what I find fascinating is I don't think I've ever seen a celebrity or someone of her infamy have that many mask slips and Charles Manson stares. She's almost like a master class on narcissism, right? That's why I'm so glad that people like you and HD Tutor are educating people, because I don't think I've ever seen anyone have so many mask slips before. That I think we pick it out, right? Because we're so aware of it. But she has so many.
She can't hold it together. And the good thing about Meghan too is when we talk about her, we know what she's like in a romantic relationship, so we can talk about narcissism in romantic relationships. We know what she's like in family just based on what she did to her own family and to the royal family. We know how she is in a work setting. So really she encompasses every type of narcissist we would meet socially, whether it's romantic and also in friendship. We also know what she's like in friendship. So she really gives us a lot of information, and I've definitely learned a lot having this channel. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I want to know what Corey and Trevor have to say, because they were her IPPSs, her intimate partner, primary source, as HD Tutor says, and they've had to experience stuff way worse than anyone else because they're the main person behind the scenes. So can you just imagine how she treats them one-on-one behind the scenes?
Yeah,
You're not going to hear from them. I can assure you. You won't hear from them. First of all, Trevor is remarried. He now has like 3 beautiful children. But I think it's hilarious that Meghan thought she was marrying like a billionaire when she married Harry, but Trevor actually did marry a billionaire.
I know. It's called karma.
But you're not going to hear from him because he's happily married with 3 children.
But
He's not
Corey's someone I would love to talk to, because Corey was the guy that she was cheating on with Harry.
Right, but Corey also has a partner. He has children. I think they don't want to get involved in the Meghan Markle mess. They just want to put it behind them.
They probably don't want to tell people they used to date her either.
Yeah, that would be embarrassing.
Yeah, that's a good point. They want to close that chapter because Meghan is full of wrath. And if you touch her the wrong way, or you say something the wrong way, or you rub her the wrong way, she doesn't forget. In fact, there was something I think Tom Bauer had said recently, something about how she's like out for revenge.
What Tom Bauer basically said, that old saying, take your time, revenge can last a lifetime. That what Tom Bauer basically said was people would not speak out against Meghan because they were terrified, because they knew that she's the kind of person that would 10 years down the road, she'd be looking for revenge. She's like an elephant. She never forgets. And if she has the chance to get back at anybody who hurt her, even if it's 10 years later, she will take it. That's what Tom Bauer was saying, essentially, that people didn't want to speak out initially because they know she's capable of that.
They called it her infinite ability for revenge.
Infinite ability for revenge. Exactly.
Right. Yeah, thank you. Exactly that. Carol says Valentine Lowe said the same thing.
Yeah.
Hi, Gilly. Oops. Hi, Gilly. All right, everyone. Let's go to the next one. This is number 6. And if I'm not mistaken, I love the music of this one. Okay, here we go. Yeah, there's that one.
Look how they turn around at the same time. It's like they sense evil.
Yeah, let me mute it and we can
You
see
ever
it
know
again.
how William and Catherine are so synced? when they walk, they have like the same mannerisms. They'll stand the same time. They'll sit. They'll look. They'll wave. I actually had a video compilation of how in sync William and Catherine are. And then you look at Harry and Meghan, they're never in sync. They're a couple who is not in sync. And you look at William and Catherine, and they literally act as one. But here, she looks so creepy, like a stalker. Like she was trying to get so close to them, and they were moving away from her.
Well, she wants her picture taken with William. That's why I wasn't shocked when I heard the stories about how she wanted William to walk her down the aisle. She wants to be in the pictures with William. So she's trying to get as close to William as possible. And William, of course, was acting as a buffer to keep Meghan away from Catherine. So it was very awkward.
Yeah, absolutely. And the one thing I noticed with Meghan, and it's funny because I just did a video about this yesterday, is when it's Harry and Meghan, Meghan uses her shoulder to make sure Harry stands back. But in Colombia with the VP's fiance, and then here, she's okay being the one behind. She's not trying to nestle in front of William and use her shoulder to control his movements.
She's actually touching William with her shoulder. That's what got William's attention. Did you see that? It looks like she actually hits William with her shoulder right there. Oh, and William goes, "What's happening?"
Yeah, she's a dangerous person, honestly.
Dangerous.
She's the type of person that she covets what other people want, and even no matter what she has, the grass is always greener somewhere else.
Yep.
And she's ruthless, I feel.
Yep.
Well, H.G. Tudor always says that it's never enough. Never enough. Accumulation is never enough. They're never satisfied. It's like an empty void that they're constantly having to feed. And so she's constantly having to move on to the next best thing. And let's be honest here, Harry's barely filled her bucket. She's going to move on from him very quickly. And she definitely wanted to be near William and Catherine, but they wanted nothing to do with her, which I was so happy when Catherine gave her that death stare. Like, yeah. Don't try it. Don't even try it. Because I think Meghan was trying to give her that little sympathetic, like, oh, I'm just a little Joe and I'm so hurt, Catherine. And Catherine's like, don't even try it. Just save your tears. Save your tears.
Did you notice when Catherine stepped forward, Meghan stepped back?
Yes, she did.
She did. She stepped back when that happened.
Now that's called an admission of guilt. She knew she messed up. She knew she messed up because Catherine was like, oh, you got something to say? And she's like, nope.
Unbelievable.
I love it. I love that moment happened and it was captured on camera.
She's like knocking into William. Like, William, we're here. William.
And I love that Catherine feels it too. Yeah, she's a very dangerous person. I completely agree. And the thing with people like Meghan, at least my experience, is they want what you have because you have it.
Right.
Once they get it, they don't really want it. They just don't want you to have it.
Exactly.
That's exactly what I was going to say. They don't want it until you want it. They want to make sure you don't get it, or they want to ruin it.
Okay,
just to do it.
You're going to think I'm nuts when I say this, but I've always thought that Meghan thought that she could worm her way into Harry and get worm her way into William and get William away from Catherine.
Oh, I absolutely believe that.
Oh, do you? Because I always thought that. I thought she's always flirty with him, and I think it made William uncomfortable. William knew what she was doing.
Well, she's a narcissist, so she thinks she's the most beautiful woman in the room.
Yeah, I absolutely believe that. And that's why she has, in my opinion, has so much envy towards Catherine and so much envy towards Charlotte, because to her, Charlotte is a mixture of what she wants and who has what she wants.
Exactly.
That's why there was so much hate directed towards Charlotte and not, I don't know. It's evil. It's pure evil. Yeah. All right, everyone. So the next one is kind of along the same lines. This is number 5. Let's pause. Let's go. Okay. So in this one, it's so, Okay, my impression of this one is as she's leaving the church, she actually looks towards William. So let's turn the music on. Let me turn the volume down so it's not too loud. Here we go. And William's like, what? And I wonder, you know how they said that Prince Philip said, thank the
Thank
bad
the
word,
F
it's
it's over.
over.
He said, thank the F it's over.
I wondered because a lot of people, when they watched this clip, they said they thought that Prince Philip did drop the F-bomb. So I wonder, is it this moment?
There's no way she could have heard him all those rows back with the music playing and everything. I think she was looking at the family thinking, ha ha, I got him. You didn't want me to get married. You came over and said, slow down. You did this, but I got him. That's what I think. I also think William was unimpressed, which is why, and I'm sure you know this, that George and Charlotte, while they walked in with the other children, and I've never seen this at any other royal wedding, they were separated from the children and walked back down with Catherine and William, not with the children. And of course, we had heard that Ivy was bullying Charlotte. So I always thought that was kind of odd. The children come out, and then the nanny who was behind the screen had Charlotte and Charlotte and George, and then handed them off to to William and Catherine.
Yeah, I mean, the parents knew and they had to protect their children. Like Carol just said the same thing. Yeah, they were protecting their children. All right. Okay, let's go to number 4. This is, how perfect, because this one has to do with children. So this is Meghan in Rwanda and controlling the interaction with this child. Here we go. Wow, right? What do you guys think of that one?
You notice how Meghan always has to force children or animals to interact with her. She like forces them and pushes them in the photo, like for a photo op. But with Catherine, you can tell when she approaches children, she always, lets them, make up their mind. Do you want to come to me? Do you want to hug me? And they always leap into her arms. But with Meghan, it's always so forced. And I think children are like animals. They can sense she's not sincere. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Children have a sixth sense about that. And it just always looks forced, and the children always look uncomfortable.
Yeah, I completely agree. She wants to dictate also when the interaction's over, the pictures have been taken. She literally can't control herself. Most people, I think it takes time to recognize this type of behavior, but Meghan she can't hide it at all. Once you see it, you can't unsee it with Meghan. Yeah, the Rwandan kids were props. Agreed. They were.
Well, the same what are those children that are they're doing the documentary on?
I think it's the Masaka orphanage or something like that.
It's the same thing. They didn't go to Uganda. They didn't meet those children. They didn't tape any of that. They found the documentary, slapped their name on it, just like Live to Lead, and they're hoping because it's children, people are going to want to watch it. I mean, those kids are already stars in their own rights. They don't need Harry and Meghan, putting their name on a documentary that somebody else, filmed.
Yeah.
Carol, I just sent you an email.
All right. Okay, let's go to number 3. This one.
Oh, yeah.
So there are some women I feel that maybe they're told to join Meghan, and let's watch what they actually do. Sometimes I feel my videos get really popular because people disagree with what I'm saying, and that's totally fine. You guys I like an open forum, and I'm not so inflexible that I won't listen to the other side, but let's watch this one. Here we go. And actually, in this one, Meghan is walking the wrong direction, isn't she?
Yes, she's supposed to be
Going into the hall.
going in. Yeah, you're right. She is going the wrong way.
So
At
she
one
was
point, they
going
were trying to usher her off, and then she kind of like walked the other way, like someone called her. Is that where she did that fake little running off the stage to hug someone? Or that's
Yeah,
the
Tyler Perry.
yeah, because she was trying to prolong her way up there. That was so cringy, the way she made it all about herself, like she was a prom queen. I was like, you're there as a +1.
It's the same thing at the Variety Awards. She was there as a +1, but yet she walked the red carpet. Remember? And then her aide put the hand out because she wouldn't get off.
Yeah, where she looked like she was on a date with her friend, holding her hand like a prom date. That was awkward.
Yeah. Yep. Creepy.
Yeah, total cringe. And the way she was on the red carpet, she was hugging people that she barely didn't know. Like you could tell that the interactions were cold, and Tyler Perry wanted it over, you could tell too. So she wouldn't let him go because he was in the spotlight. Kind of similar to what she does with William. She knows that William is going to get in the picture, so she wants to make sure she's part of that. Okay, guys, we're getting down to the last two. This next one, I love it. So this was in, oh goodness, was this Australia? I can't remember now.
No, this was at the Mandela,
Right.
the Nelson Mandela thing in London. It was but his widow was there. It was to celebrate his 100th birthday.
That's right. That's right. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness, she tried but couldn't succeed. Harry was too fast that time. I love it. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna ask you a question. What do you think? This one might be kind of a hard question, but what do you think is number one?
Out of the ones you've shown us so far?
No, I haven't shown you number one yet.
Oh, which one do I think is number one? Oh my.
Like, what do you think it might be? Like, for example, I had that really, one of the ones that I felt went the most viral was the Alec Baldwin and Hillary Baldwin red carpet clip. That one I posted, I woke up and it was everywhere.
Okay, I think it's she's in I'm trying to remember where they were. They were on tour. It was after they were married. I think they were in Australia. She was in a green dress and they entered a room to sign the guest book. And he goes, she's like, come on. She's literally, come on. And then he turns around and she's like, sign. Like he's like so confused. He doesn't know what to do. It's like she's so eroded him. He didn't even realize what he was supposed to do. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that's a good one. There's so many to pick. I'm going to say it's either going to be when she was in the red dress for the Intrepid and she kept trying to usher him along and he kept trying to talk, or when they were wearing black and he went to go speak at the open assembly to like an empty room. Do you remember
that was also Nelson Mandela at the
yes, where she's wearing the black and she kept pulling him to her in the audience. It was really awkward trying to talk to someone. So it's between those two, I think.
Yeah.
Again, there's so many to choose.
There's so many, honestly. Every time I watch a clip of Meghan, I can make like 10 clips out of it. Thank you, Lizzie B, for gifting a membership. I appreciate it. Okay, you guys, I was shocked at what was number one. And I mean, when I say number one, let me see how much of a okay, there's not that much difference between number two and number one, but number one got over 2.7 million views. Ready?
Ready.
Wow.
This is number one.
This is the one.
Not sure what
Denzel Washington was number one. And I was shocked because it's not Meghan, but here's that clip.
What the hell was going on?
So what I noticed here, my ex-husband is in law enforcement. So he would try to teach me sometimes if someone grabs your wrist, what kind of move to do to get out of it. And that's why this one was so familiar to me, because what he's doing is exactly what my ex-husband had taught me to do, like to get someone off of you. This one was wild. And I don't know why this one turned out number one, but this was number one. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, he's look how fast he is. He's like,
So what was your number one Meghan Markle clip? Did you play the number one?
That would be the one we were just watching. So this clip got 2.728 million views, and the one before where Harry is running got 2.720. So the difference is about 10,000.
Wow.
And this is just on YouTube. So, and it's weird, on different platforms, different things do really well. I always get really surprised, like what does well on YouTube? Like something might do great on YouTube, but have no reach on Instagram or on X. And then the opposite true. Mean Eileen, go on with your bad self, Denzel. Yes. Yes.
I liked him in that movie. Oh God. He was with Julia Roberts. The Pelican Brief.
Oh, wow. I think I read that book
He
along.
was excellent. It's on YouTube. You should watch. He was amazing in the Pelican Brief.
Thank you, True Crime Wifey. Yeah, I saw this and immediately I thought I need to make a clip of this, because this is Denzel expressing his boundary. Don't be in my face. You know, this is this is my body. Don't, and I thought it was very, very important to show.
Is he fighting with that guy? Because it seems like the guy is just like a male fan. Like, look at him. He's like, I just want to tell you. I just love your work.
He was in his face. He was paparazzi. He had been saying things to him before, and Denzel stressed several times. I think he said something along the lines of stop, stop, stop. And then this is this moment.
Oh my.
That's why he was so angry, because Denzel had expressed his boundary to this guy multiple times, and this is how it ended. I honestly think he kept his cool and maintained his boundary. I think he did a great job.
Yeah, Darby Shaw was Julia Roberts. And that's where Meghan got that rictus grin of hers from. She's trying to copy Julia Roberts with her, with the laugh. That's what that is.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, you guys, those are all the clips that I have.
Fabulous.
Yeah, I can't believe, oops, I want to do this one. No, this one. No, this one. Okay. Many options.
Before you know it, years will go by. Royal Daily Tea, how many years have you been on?
4.5.
I'm coming up on either 5 or 6. I can't remember. I think it's 5. I'm starting year 6 in September.
Wow.
Who'd have thought?
I know.
Honestly.
I never thought I would be here that long either.
Me neither. I keep saying to my husband, any day now, the channel's just going to die. Any day now, a year goes by, 3 years go by. Any day now, just doesn't happen.
Well, Harry and Meghan just keep giving us content, and like Tuesday, we're coming out with season 2, so it's like there's more content. You know what I mean? And then we have the Christmas special, and then Invictus Games. Yeah, it just never ends with these two. So
I wonder how long they're going to stay in. I wonder how long they're going to stay in charge of him. Not in charge. I wonder how long he's going to remain patron, because there's been a lot of talk and a lot of kerfuffle about the fact that the veterans are sick and tired of Harry and Meghan's antics. and they want a new patron. And so, even though Invictus Games claims that Harry's the one who started it, he didn't. He started it with William, with Catherine, with the Department of Defense, with the Royal Foundation. And it was to give him a role, something to do. But if the foundation doesn't want to keep it, if they don't want to keep him.
Well, I think a lot of it lies on Birmingham 2027. If that doesn't go off, I think then, yeah, because they've already lost 2,000 people.
Yes.
Are no longer participating. They're not getting the big Hollywood stars. They're not getting big sponsors. Harry and Meghan are literally the only draw with the Invictus Games. When it first started, it was a huge event with Prince William and King Charles and Catherine, the other royals. It was a bigger event. They had bigger, stadiums filled with people. There was more stars. And now it's just the Harry and Meghan pony show.
Well, I did notice that this time around, Harry tried to get rid of their excuse that they're busy by giving them their invite 2 years ahead of time, but he could have chosen the week before or the week after. Instead, he decides to go on the week that it's Camilla's big birthday, and there's big plans being put together for Camilla's birthday.
Is it her 80th? No.
Her 80th birthday.
So okay.
I feel like Harry invited them, but I don't feel like Harry really wants them there.
Yeah, everything is a PR stunt.
Yeah. So it's so that he can say, look, I invited them. I gave them 2 years. I gave them all this chance. And look, they still didn't come. I mean, it's just more
victimhood.
Exactly. Thank you.
More putting themselves in situations that, and you know what? Like, sometimes it's your birthday and you don't want to go. There's nothing wrong with that.
But it's a big birthday, so they're going to have a big celebration.
They're going to have a big celebration. Everybody's going to be there, and Harry's not going to get an invitation.
I just don't like it when people think if you don't show up to one thing, all of a sudden you don't support them or you're not there for them. Like, come on, really? You're putting that much pressure on a single event? What about the history of all of the other ways that someone has been supported, So,
but revealing information is coming out. Like, for instance, it just came out that when Harry was in the UK in April fighting for his security, the palace offered him to stay at Buckingham Palace with full security. And he turned it down and said, no, I'll stay in a hotel.
Can you believe that? I can't believe this guy.
He turned it down. It just came out in the news. Like, you're fighting for security. They're offering you security and you turned it down to go stay in a hotel because you think it's safer.
And then I wonder, ding dong ditch, going through the neighborhood, ringing up people's doorbells.
Yes. Yes. And then he was caught.
So worried about security.
And then right after that, he went to Ukraine.
Right. A war zone.
A war zone.
I wonder.
Secure.
I wonder if also he turned it down because he didn't want them to know what he's up to.
That's possible also. I feel like he brings recording devices. Listen, the family's never going to talk to him because they can't trust that the conversation. I knew it was over. And I reported on this 5 years ago. I knew it was over when Gayle King went on the morning show and goes, well, I'm not trying to break news, but I did speak with Harry this morning. And he said that he did speak to his brother and his father, and the talks were counterproductive and they're not getting anywhere. The second that came out of her mouth, I said, oh my God, now he's repeating private conversations. He wants the family to reach out. They're reaching out. They'll never speak to him again. And they have never spoken to him again.
Wow. And then also at the Platinum Jubilee, they were definitely mic'd up. And I mean, let's look at this one again really quick.
Remember, Johnny was sitting behind them, and the lady from, was it MI5? Is that how you say it? M15, MI5 or whatever. That's who was sitting behind Harry and Meghan at the Platinum Jubilee. And they were making faces and looking all serious at them.
Like, what's going on with the back of her dress? Do you guys see that line?
Yeah.
Well, she had that box in the front of the dress. There was a picture that clearly showed she was wearing something under her dress that wasn't supposed to be there. And you just knew that well, first of all, we saw Harry with the mic under the lapel. Nobody would have noticed that mic had he not been playing with his lapel the whole time, going, trying to cover it up. And that's when we got a good picture of the mic. And then there were pictures of her running around at the Queen's funeral. I don't know if you can use this now, but there's a picture. Here it is. I'm going to send it to you, revealing. You can look at it. It's shocking because the picture clearly shows that she has something under her dress. Now, with today's recording devices, everything is so small and you don't see them, which is why I wonder what this was, or if this was some sort of I'm playing with the media sort of thing. You know what I mean? I'm going to make them think I'm wearing something. I just sent you the picture. It's on Twitter. You can pull it off of the message. She had this box thing under her dress. It was so obvious as she was running around looking like she'd been drinking, grabbing flowers. And then the guy tried to take the flowers. And the reason they try to take the flowers is because, number one, there could be explosives or something there. And number two, they want the royals to have their hands free, and she wouldn't hand the flowers over. No, that's okay. I'm going to do it. Thank you very much. Because, yep, that's the picture. See that on the left side? That square? That looks like the recording device to me under her skirt. Right there.
Yeah.
She's running around. She kept doing her hair. If you ever watch any of the videos, she kept making sure her hair was exactly over this shoulder because this is where the recording device was. She kept pulling her hair over to cover it.
Oh my gosh, that makes so much sense.
Yeah. We also saw the Netflix cameras also, which I showed behind the barrier. Certain people were allowed behind the barriers where Harry and Meghan were. The press, you know how they do. One person takes the pictures, then they're disseminated to everybody. The cameras outside were the Netflix cameras, and you can clearly see them for getting footage. It's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think when she wore the green dress at Commonwealth Day 2020, I think she purposely had that huge cape on one side to cover any recording devices as well.
Although it looked like she had something on the back of her green dress. People, I'm going to send you another picture.
Before we continue revealing, I have to run because I'm going to be on Julia Unleash's live in 15 minutes. But I just want to say congratulations for your 1-year anniversary, and congratulations on your 46,000 subs. You're getting closer to 50K. And I'm just, want to say congratulations and thank you so much for having me on the show.
Thank you so much, Michelle, for being here. And everyone, go check out Royal Daily Tea's channel. Give her a sub. She also has a channel where she talks about history. And so today, Michelle, you are on someone else's channel?
Yes, Julia Unleashed. She was a guest on my show about 2 weeks ago. And today we're hosting the live on her channel. So please go over to Julia Unleashed. I'm going to have it in my post in a couple of minutes so it's not going to be on my channel today. It's going to be on her channel. But we're going to be talking about the upcoming cooking show and everything else with Harry and Meghan over on Julia's channel.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you so much, Michelle, for joining me. And I hope you have a really great live.
Thanks. Bye, Sue. Bye, Revealing. Bye, everybody.
Oh my gosh. I hadn't noticed it zoomed in like that. Wow.
Yeah,
she's not even good at hiding it.
Yeah, she doesn't. I don't know what that was, but that was the next one that came up, and everybody went, "Wait a minute, what is this?" And then finally, you had at the Queen's actual funeral. I'm going to send you one more thing where the pictures were taken. They were lightened up, and this might be the box that you saw underneath the blue dress.
Wow. Okay, I'm getting those ready, setting them up. Wow.
They were taping for Netflix content, and everybody knew that they were taping for Netflix content. But the funeral was the big one. It was just shocking.
I really think so this is the original photo.
That's the original. Wait, before you switch, let me just say, can you see her finger on her left hand? The glove, the pointer finger has that little white smudge on it. Do you guys see that? That is, again, I have a picture. I'd have to look it up, but that's the stuff you put on your finger when you're an actress. You go like this, it makes you cry. It makes your eyes tear.
If you could see the expression on my face and me shaking my head.
Yeah, but that's the original picture.
I thought she could just do one tear, left eye go.
Yeah, but this time she needed tears out of both eyes.
She needed motivation this time because she was so probably filled with hate. Yeah.
See, like the belt?
I think she did it on purpose for people to speculate so that she can gaslight people.
Right, but go to the next picture.
Oh, did you send another one?
Yeah. I sent one more. I sent you a total of 3.
Here we go.
And boom.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Second, while I get this one up.
It's a shocker.
I mean, how much more evidence do people need that this is not a good person? You know what I mean? People that still support her. Yep.
See the square? That looks like the square that was underneath her dress.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're right. Technology is better than this. Like, we have people that go undercover in law enforcement. You can't tell. Usually, right? She must be better at hiding it.
She's a scammer. She's always been a scammer.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. Well, Sue, thank you so much for being here and celebrating with me. Thank you, everyone else. Yeah,
congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been a great year. So I'm just so thankful. So thankful to have met all of you lovely ladies, and so thankful to have such a great community to be part of. And everyone, so go check out Sue's channel. Oh, Sue, I didn't prep the any images, but I'll put links, Sue, to your 2 channels in the description of this video. And I just want to thank everyone for celebrating with me.
I think it's fabulous. We're going to do this again in a year.
Yes, we are. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, everyone, have a great rest of your Sunday. Join me on Royal Daily Teas live on Julia Unleashed, she said, channel. And yeah, I'll see you all there. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.